There are five primary types of service connection: direct, presumptive, secondary, aggravation. Okay. And each has its unique eligibility criteria. We're going to get into that in this live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, share this out with someone that can use this information. And thank you for your service to our country. Okay. The first type of service connection is direct service connection. Okay. It's the most common and absolute direct, straightforward route for service connection. Okay. It applies when your disability or condition is directly related to an injury, illness, or event. I call that the big three that occurred during your military service. Okay. What do you need to have to be eligible? It's in the description of this video. I'm giving you a cheat code. You must have a current diagnosis of the disability that you're applying for. There must be evidence of an in-service event, injury, or illness that occurred as well. A medical nexus must link the current disability to the in-service event, right? And you must have current symptoms in terms of frequency, severity, and duration. Okay. So, how are you impacted? What's the frequency? How are you impacted occupationally, socially, relationally? And what's the duration? Maybe you have migraines. How long do they last? Right? Very important. So, let me give you kind of an example. A veteran who sustains a back injury, right? Maybe you are out on a gunnery or a training exercise, and later on you develop knee pain, right, or arthritis, right, due to that because your back is hurting you. A lot of weight is coming down on those knees, right, and that could establish right direct service connection. Okay. That knee pain could be a direct correlation to your back. Okay. Again, you have an injury, you've got your back, right. That back can lead over to that knee. You're training, or if your back gets worsened, that is a direct link, that is your nexus right there. Whatever happened while you were in service. Okay. If that's your knee or that's your back, whatever it is that happened while you're in, that can be a direct service connection. So you always need to ensure that your service treatment records clearly document any in-service event, injury, or illness. So whatever happened to you, like I said, your back or your knees, or your back contributing to your knees, as I just explained. If something happens, you want to articulate that. If you're on active duty now, you want to go. You want to go to sick call. You want to get seen for these things. If something bothers you, you want medical documentation. Okay. If you don't seek medical attention at the time, right, obtaining buddy statements or personal statements detailing the event of whatever occurred can absolutely be critical to getting service connection down the road. If you've been out of the military for more than 12 months or a year, or if your STRs, your service treatment records, are not clear that your condition existed during service, ensure you get a Nexus letter from a healthcare provider. If you need one, look in the description of this video. That specific and directly links your current diagnosis to your in-service event. Very important, veterans. Okay. Number two, presumptive service connection, right? Okay. So presumptive service connection is granted when the VA assumes that certain conditions, okay, like PACT Act conditions or PACT Act claims, are related to specific service periods. So Gulf War veterans, or you were in Iraq or Afghanistan or in Vietnam. So if you were in during a specific period, if you had certain exposure, locations that you were at, which makes the process easier for you. The military presumes that you are at the right location. You have one of the conditions on the presumptive list for what you're filing for. You're at the right location, right time, and you have one of the right conditions, right? But remember this too. Make sure you come with up-to-date records. Let me give you an example. Let's call it a PACT Act condition of sinusitis, okay? If you have sinusitis, just because you're in a PACT Act area, yes, it may be granted for the most part, but still make sure you have ongoing treatment, make sure you have ongoing records, ongoing up-to-date diagnosis. Just make sure you're complaining about it and it's up to date, okay? If you have a large gap in space between your treatment and your time in, the VA still could come back and deny that. But if it's presumptive, it's almost a slam dunk, but I wouldn't say it's always a slam dunk. Okay. So, what do you need to do to qualify for a presumptive service connection? The condition must be one that the VA presumes. So, you need to understand, is the condition I'm filing presumed, meaning I didn't get it seen for this while I was in service, but it's presumed because I was in one of the locations during the right time as well. So, the VA presumes it's related to specific service or exposure. Okay. There is a list of over 200 plus presumptive conditions. Okay. And listen, I'm going to go over those in an upcoming video. All of the 200 conditions. I'm going to continue to keep you guys up to date on all the conditions that are out there that can be presumptive that you may or may not know about. Okay. So again, if you're a Vietnam veteran, you're around Agent Orange, and you catch let's say you catch a heart disease, right? You are presumed to have a service connection due to presumed exposure to Agent Orange while you were in. Okay. So keep track of any legislative changes such as the PACT Act, which may add new conditions or locations to the presumptive service connection list. It can always be updated. Okay. Just like the PACT Act was. Okay. If you served in a qualifying location or during a specific period, right? Consult the VA's list of presumptive conditions regularly to ensure you're not missing out on any potential benefits. Always update your medical records. I just stated that. And file claims promptly when new presumptive conditions are added. If you're eligible, there's an exception to that rule. If you're already 100%, you don't need to file any more claims, okay? But remember, what you need is a medical diagnosis of a condition on the VA's presumptive list in your DD-214. Make sure your treatment for whatever that condition is, if it's a presumptive condition, is up to date. You don't need a Nexus letter for presumptive conditions unless you're denied. Then you may need a Nexus letter, okay, to establish service connection, okay? And if you do, look in the description of this video. We can help you out. Reach out to us, 904-605-0431. Number 3, secondary service connection, okay? When one condition leads to another, but that main condition must be service connected. Very important, okay? Let me give you a cheat code. You need a Nexus. I recommend a DBQ and a diagnosis to secondary claims off of a primary service connected condition. So secondary service connection is granted when a service connected condition causes or aggravates another condition. While the secondary condition might not be directly related to service, it's linked to the primary service connected disability. So you have PTSD, it's service connected, you're rated at 70%, and you have irritable bowel syndrome, you're making complaints about that. There's a correlation between that, okay? You can secondary that, but you do need a Nexus letter. I recommend a DBQ and a diagnosis, okay? Let's say you have tinnitus and PTSD and you want to claim migraines. You can secondary those off that, but you need a Nexus, DBQ, diagnosis. Make sure you come with your packet squared away as well. Make sure you have up-to-date treatment, okay? So what do you have to do to be eligible for secondary service connection is you need to have a primary service connected condition that is already service connected, okay? Common sense there. Secondary condition, the secondary condition must be caused or aggravated by the primary service connected condition. Burden of proof is on you. If you need a Nexus letter, I recommend get it. Come with all the ammo to the firefight so you're in the best position to win your claim. Okay. Example, if you're a veteran with service connected tinnitus, and then later on you develop migraines and you didn't complain about the migraines or the headaches while you're in, right? You want to get a Nexus letter proving backed by medical scientific literature how tinnitus impacts migraines. You want a Nexus DBQ diagnosis, okay? Monitor your health and any conditions that might be related to a primary service connected disability. If you notice symptoms of a secondary condition, seek medical advice immediately. Have your healthcare provider document the connection between the two conditions. A Nexus letter is crucial if you plan to file for secondary service connection, okay? Ensure the letter is not garbage, that it's good, and it clearly explains how the new disability is proximately due to or aggravated by the current service-connected primary disability. Okay, very important. Number 4, service connection by aggravation. Okay, service connection by aggravation applies when a pre-existing condition worsens during military service beyond its natural progression. Right, this type of service connection ensures that you're compensated for the additional harm caused by your service. So, what do you have to do to get this? The condition must have existed before you entered service. Okay. There must be evidence that the condition worsened during service beyond its natural progression or as a result of your time in service. Okay. Very important. So if you go into the service and let's say you have a pre-existing knee condition and you get in and they allow you in and wear and tear in your back and your other knee starts hurting and you're shifting weight on that hurt knee and it gets worse due to service, you prove that, you complain about that, you can get rated for that condition, even though it pre-existed before you came in. As long as you can prove, remember, burden of proof is on you, that military service caused and made your condition worse. Okay. Number 5, service connection based on 38 Code of Federal Regulations 1151, when VA treatment causes harm. This type of service connection is granted for disabilities caused by VA healthcare, vocational rehab, or compensated work therapy. It applies when a veteran's condition is worsened or caused by VA treatment. Okay, so here you go. To be eligible for this, the disability or death must be caused by VA healthcare, rehabilitation, or vocational services. You must have an additional disability as a result of the VA's actions and negligence. Okay. So let's say that you suffer a surgical complication during a VA provided surgery, maybe let's call it shoulder surgery, leading to a new disability, right? You may receive compensation under the 38 Code of Federal Regulations, USC 1151. If you believe VA provided treatment or procedure that was given by the VA is caused or worsened or has worsened your disability, request copies of all your medical records, very important, related to the treatment, and consult with a medical expert to assess your situation. Ensure that you can get a Nexus letter provided that explicitly details how the VA's care led to your additional disability. Very important. Make sure you file as quickly as you can, right? Gather evidence and get your claim in. Okay. So the 5 types: direct service connection, secondary service connection, number 2, number 3, presumptive service connection, number 4, aggravation, and number 5, 38, right? Code of Federal Regulations 1151 and VA treatment. If that caused you more harm, okay, by VA treatment, you can claim compensation. A lot of veterans don't know that. Just make sure you have all your ducks in a row with that, okay? Understanding these 5 types of service connections and what it means to get service connected is essential to getting the benefits that you deserve, right? Each type has its unique criteria and strategies for success. So be informed, get the help that you need. If you need help, reach out. We're here for you. We just want to put you in the best position. We're dealing with a lot of veterans. We will get to you as quickly as we can. Our goal is to unbiasedly put you in the best position or give you the education that you need so that you're in the best position to win your claim rightfully, honestly, and integrally. If you need a Nexus, DBQ, or diagnosis, reach out to us. We are here for you, right? We will make sure that your Nexus letter is squared away and that you have access to a good doctor in a timely manner to be in the best position to win your claim. Okay. Very, very, very important. I want to take this time to answer any questions. I appreciate your help here. And Jason, thank you so much for reaching out. We reach out to us, right? We are donational based. I want to let you know that, right? We help you, we educate you with everything that you need, right? And stuff. But listen, there are rules whenever it comes to hands-on filing and all that stuff, right? But we help you legally, ethically, and the right way to be in the best position to win your claim so that you're not doing it alone. So reach out to us. And I'll tell you this, Jason, we're donational based and we match or we beat anybody out there. Nobody out there will top or match what we do at all. They won't, unless you go to the VSO, fine, go to them. No worries at all. Go on and do it, absolutely. But if you need a Nexus letter, if you need more complicated stuff done, reach out to us. If you want stuff done quicker, reach out to us. We are here for you. We care about you and we want you to be in the best position. None of you guys are a dollar figure, right? We just want to keep going. We want to keep helping the next veteran. We are, we have a nonprofit side as well too and stuff. That's how we're able to do things donational wise, right? To help. It's at your discretion. So just so you know, okay, we're not your VA claims insider or any of those things, charging times 5 times times a trillion, or taking all your back pay and all this other stuff. We ain't doing all that. Okay. We just want you to simply be in the best position to win your claim. Okay. The way to contact us is right here, 904-605-0431. Okay. That's our number. Reach out to us. Okay. Or at info@veteransclaimservants.com. Okay. That's our email. Hey, I appreciate you guys. These are 5 types of service connections explained for you for your VA disability claim. If you need help, reach out, but we are here for you. We want you to be in the best position. Thank you for your service. I just wanted to hop on here real quick and go through all this with you. Okay. Hey, guess what? I am so glad that you're here, Farm Girl, and super stoked for your claim is going to go through. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys for your service. I love you dearly. We appreciate you. I'm always going to be hopping on here. I'm going to keep us up to date with news, claims, inside information, and all that you need so that you're in the best position to get the benefits that you deserve, and all of that. So thank you guys so much. We care about you deeply. Thank you for your service to our country. Till next time, I'm out. Bye-bye.